We are cooking. Okay. So I had a question from one of our traders in the private crypto group, but it's a question for everybody. So um, he has a surge account, $500,000 surge account with a $40,000 drawdown. And it does allow Bitcoin trading. So let's just take a look at surge. There's been a number of things that happen with these guys, but suffice it to say, they've gone through a journey. I know some of you have worked with them, probably still work with them, and there's a few other firms out there that also offer trading of like Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's a two-phase. So the addition fees are $100,000, $300 addition fee. Daily loss limit 3%. Virtual max trailing drawdown. Wait. Let's do the one phase. Okay. Max trailing drawdown. I don't know if that's intraday. Probably isn't. So I'm going to go take a look at tradable assets real quick. Crypto. Bitcoin. Okay. All you can trade is Bitcoin. Great. No worries. Then we're going to take a look at Coinbase futures. I'm not going to open my account, I don't think. Let me open this in on a browser that's not being recorded, just so I can make sure that it's whatever I click on doesn't open my accounts. Further. Okay. It's only available to non-US customers in select jurisdiction in order to create a Coinbase. Okay. So those are perps. Be the one. Okay, this one will work. So for those of us in the States, this one is this is the one we can use. You can actually do perps if you're outside the United States in Coinbase, but you know, if you're outside the United States, you probably have Bybit or Binance or a better a better product than Coinbase. And Coinbase even offers like ridiculous XRP futures. So yet another reason why they XRP is never going anywhere. Okay, so it is a member of the NFA, but it is not regulated. So even if you trade these, they're not, it's not the same as trading the CME futures product. Okay. There's only two that you can trade. It's Bitcoin and Ethereum. And let's see, it's 1/10 of the size of an Ether contract. Okay. Bitcoin is also 1/100th the size of a Bitcoin contract. So each one, in other words, so let's do 70 divided by 100. So it's $700 per contract for Bitcoin. It's 350 for an Ethereum. Let's say 100 or 10. 10. Okay. So with like $1,000, you can trade one Bitcoin futures contract. Doesn't make a lot of money, but you can trade it. You can hold it over evenings and weekends. It doesn't trade Saturday and Sunday, but you can have the position. So it's not incredible, but it allows you to get leverage. And let's see if they talk about how much leverage you can get. Or it gives you the ability to hedge, which is another thing to do. You could just go long this portfolio here, let's say, and then just do something like, and then you could, similar sort of scenario, just do like, short positions, and then you just go. So let's say you have $10,000, you do like $9,000 long in all of these, and then you do $1,000 short on, let's say, Bitcoin or something like that. You've got yourself a hedged portfolio. You can withstand crazy drawdowns and do all that sort of stuff. Whatever, however you want to do it. I would not be shorting personally during this period of time. The other thing you'd have to do with Coinbase futures is you move your money from. I did this and then I just left it because it just wasn't that all that exciting. You move your money from. You move it from your regular Coinbase account to a separate account. So let's say you went out and you made $10,000 trading. You took 10,000 in Bitcoin and then you doubled it and you turned it into $20,000 trading Bitcoin. And you wanted to take that and put it in to like one of these, like Near or something like that. It takes a couple of days, actually. It's not super easy. It's a pain in the ass. It really sucks, to be honest. But that's something you can do. Okay, so with that all being said, so the point being is if you want to trade prop, you want to swing trade on leverage, you want to do different things with Bitcoin, maybe you actually live in a jurisdiction where you can trade the perps, or you do the breakout prop. These guys also. Not app. That's not the one I want. I want breakout prop. Not the dash, not the trading platform. These guys. Yeah. So this is a prop firm where you can get leverage to trade crypto. And it's a two-step evaluation. They were a FX firm and they moved completely to crypto. So there's that. Nice. Okay, so you put up whatever amount, whatever amount it is. You put it. I think it's 725 for the max one. There's a couple of little add-ons you do, and then you have to hit $5,000 on your first goal, or 10. It looks like backwards. You have a max drawdown of $8,000, and you can trade just Bitcoin and Ethereum on 5-to-1 leverage. Everything else is 2-to-1. And they do have a mobile app. These guys have been fantastic. As far as prop firms go, I get a trade on Bybit, which I can't do normally. So that's fantastic. I can trade all the things on Bybit that I can't trade, anywhere else, which is just a lovely, lovely thing. Um, and they give me, I'm looking at my symbols right now. I've got well over 50. They might swap out 50s. I know that there's new symbols in there now that I didn't have before. So I got to redo my whole universe. So there's a couple of ways to do it. We're just going to talk about like trading Bitcoin, getting it set up and doing all that so that you can trade. You don't, for Americans, the only real option of leverage trading is Coinbase futures or doing something like Surge or Bybit that gives you leverage to trade on that. Bybit, or I'm sorry, Breakout, these guys, they trade on Bybit. I do have a affiliate code. There's no discount for it. The only thing it tells us is how many people have announcements, competitions, affiliate portal. How many people in the lab have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 people have, it looks like, nope. 5, 6. 6 people have signed up. One person signed up for a big one. Doesn't show me who did it. It just shows me, just shows that people have done it. So cool. Yeah, I get like 5. I have $100 in commissions now from them. Yay. Next available withdrawal date is March 3rd. What? Okay. Oh, 11 referrals. I've got 11 referrals so far. Anyway, I bring all that up. It's mildly interesting, but those are places to do it. We'll stop talking about all those places and just say, okay, you can do it. Now, that being said, you can just buy Bitcoin spot. Say you got $50,000, just you want to buy Bitcoin at 69,000 and wait till it ends at 73,000 and go to cash and wait for another setup. Totally doable. You could trade it that way and just make the profit on it. In either case, you're still making mountains more percent than you would if you bought stock in something. And I think I want to take a look. Speaking of buying stock in something and seeing how it does. Let's see. Apple just sucks. So there's a couple of different methods to do this. So I'm just going to do a simple breakout system. I don't know if this will be fine. You can see this is a breakout system of the Keltner channels. Let's have a look at how it exits. I think if TA crossover entry long, TA crossover, what's my crossover? Close upper. Upper, okay, moving average above the ATR times the multiplier. If that's it. Okay, if the upper, I think that's my logic here. Is it whatever. It is not a fancy strategy, but if the moving average plus ATR times multiplier. So I need to make a indicator if moving average closes above moving average and ATR times multiplier. ATR exponential moving average. Oh, geez. Suffice it to say, if you're above the so it's a 15-2 Keltner channel, just the top, with the 20 moving average, and then I use exponential moving average, and that the ATR on that is 15. These are the settings. I could share this code to you guys if you want. It's fine. It's not really important how many, like you can find all sorts of systems out there. Here's the results. Let's do it from just this bull market. So pretty much since this bull market started, it has a 51% win rate. Let me make sure that it's using 10% of equity on trades. And so 51% win rate. It has a average trade 1.2% winner. Sharp ratio's decent. Sortino's decent. Profit factor's decent. Average trade makes $1,200 on a $1 million account with 10%. Average winning trade, sorry, is 3,500%. 35, so 3.5%, sorry, 3.3%. Average losing trade is 1% with a 51% win rate. So it's a 3-to-1 ratio, basically. So every winner makes $3, every loser loses $1. So far, since the bull market started, that is. Now we can do something like a little bit sooner. Let's just do it since the January lows. Let's see what it looked like. Pretty decent. Again, our sharp ratio drops. Profit factor shoots way up. Profitability 68%. Average winning trade, again, we're almost 4-to-1 on the win to loss trades. And then, yeah, let's just take a look at since, let's go, when did March peak? Let's go the peak of March to now, see how it looks. Probably not nearly as good. Yeah, it's done 2 trades, winning trade. Well, yeah, so 1 trade, 2 trade. It's in its 3rd trade now. So average winning trade, yeah, did nothing during that period. Okay, so let's turn all that back off. But we can see if we go back to its full life, and I don't know how far back that goes to, that is all the way back to 2021. Okay, so if we go back to 2021, this is your results, including the drawdown in 2021. So definitely something you could do. We could probably turn on a short selling system here too. But right now, this is it. So current trade 70,699. We're at we're $1,300 above it right now. So to answer a long way coming about it, to answer the question is, in order to trade this on surge, you actually have to put in a stop loss order to do the trade. Okay. So the way I would do it is I would have a spreadsheet that would just say would be my size, and so it would be symbol, entry, stop, and then like, percent risk, and then balance, I guess. Right. So he's got, and for your balance, use the stop. Don't use the account balance. Use your stop loss. Okay. And so that surge account, I'm going to read it again just to make sure I have the correct data. It says it's a $500,000 account. So it's $500,000 in buying power, but you have a $40,000 max drawdown. So my balance would be 40,000. Okay. Symbol, we'll go BTC USD. Entry would have been 70699, I believe, was what we had. Whatever that price open. So the open, whatever the open was, 70697.1. 697.1. So 1%. So in other words, that would be about a $400 stop loss on this. So if you had, well, let's just look at our this. Let's see what our largest average number of losing trades, 165. During, let's do it during a bull market. So let's do, we can't do that because it doesn't go back long enough in that period. Maybe we can. Let's do it with BTC USD on Bitstamp. Let's see how far this one goes back. List of trades. Looks like the same distance. It just happens to be a 2021. Was that the bull market? Week. When did? Okay, so we could do, let's say January to, let's just do January to May for our back testing. Okay, so we're gonna do January, 21 to 1, like 6. Generate report. Okay, so, well, that didn't do so good, did it? During that period of time. Total trades. 30. Let's just say 30 losers then. So our system is going to have max losses, number of losses. Let's call it 30. If we have 30 losses, then we will blow up the account. Okay. So that would say, so equals 40,000 divided by 30 is $1,300 stop loss. Okay. It's just, so whatever our size is here, we just $1,300 is our stop. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. So without entering a place in there, we're just guessing because it is fixed at 40,000 too. That doesn't really change too much. So let's go about it this way. $1,300. If you bought one Bitcoin at 76.97 and it dropped to 69,333, basically, you would lose $1,300. That's one way to do it. Max, I wonder if it gives us drawdown. Oh, so you can actually create your own. After finding the drawdown with current bar, find the match. 2%. So that would be, you could do it that way. You could do like a 2% drawdown. Max drawdown 2.12%. Okay, so let's just go off that. Let's just say 2.12%. 2.12%. Okay. Equals boom times boom, boom. There you go. So you can place your stop there at 69,198. And then that gives you the a 2% drawdown, 2.12% drawdown. And so if you're this one doesn't matter. So at 2.12%, that's actually 20, something like 19 trades. So this would be more like 8%, 0.08. 3.3%, which give if you had 3.3%, $30. It's a little high, but about 30 losses in a row, and you would just update that. Maybe 25 losses in a row or something like that. But in essence, what you're looking at is put your stop in at, so 68,364, we'll call it. So if you got long here, and then you average 3 to 1. So your profit's somewhere up in there, 78,000. Let's see. Average winning trade 2.9%. Oh, at 3%. So there you go. That would be your trade target. Of course, you would just kind of follow the system. But again, we got here's the general system here. We have a ATR and style. I just turned that off. But you can see if it closes above the top band here, this top Keltner channel, I should say, if it closes there, you go along the next bar at market. And that's where we're at. The last 2 trades have been, this was looks like a small loss. This looks like also a small loss, basically break evens, the last 2. There's nothing very fancy about this at all. This would be here. So yeah, you can actually see this is in essence 2 break-even trades. There's nothing fancy about this trading system at all. So you just go here. Whoops. You go to not there. Go to indicators, KC, Keltner channels. Throw that on there, and then let's just turn this to inputs. Inputs is 15, 2, and 20. 15 to ATR length was 15. We use exponential EMA. Using the time frame. Wait for time frame closes. All we're doing is that. We don't need that. We don't need background. So when it closes above the upper, let me just turn this. Yep. So it's the same setting. So when it closes above the upper there, it must have been here. You can see also here. So the upper Keltner channel, when you get a bar close above it, you didn't get it right here. You got it right here. And so you go. Easy enough, I think. So that's just how I would, I wonder what this one does. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one, I don't know what it is. Keltner channel strategy. Let's take a look at the code here. If, oh, I was trying to do exit number of bars. Yeah, this is just random. Doesn't work at all. Dip by long only does. Yeah. So I was trying to put together a few systems. This one right here is the Keltner channel swing system. I'll share the code if you guys want it. Make your own. A spreadsheet, you would just do something like that. So in essence, what you're trying to do is get your stop losses. You just set a dollar amount. We already know, given this strategy, we know that the drawdown is 2.12%. So that would just tell us that if this thing goes 2.12%, we get a stop out, most likely. I put 3.3%. That way gives it a little extra room there, but there's your stop. And you have a general idea from this system how to swing trade it. Now, it is a 24-hour a day market. So the way I would survive that, if I'm trading this, is I'm probably going to have my stop loss set in there. And then I'll just go to my profit target and put that in there while I sleep. And if it, by the way, what, Surge, what software are you guys using? Surge. So maybe there's a way to actually trade it live from. Partner broker. Thanks. Assets. To download the full list. Trading platforms administered. Okay. Think Markets, Match Prime, FX Edge. I don't know any of those. If these offer, if they come in Trading View, you can copy this code and I guess run it as an algo in Trading View. It looks like MT4, MT5. T4. Think Market. Let's just see what they offer. My guess is it's MT4, MT5, but MetaTrader. Oh, you just copy live traders, huh? Just do that. #1 mobile trading app in the world, huh? Well, if you say so. Web-based. Looks like it's could very well be. Doesn't matter. Okay, so again, I'll do that, post the code here. You just take that little guy. Also, this is the private groups. 1% drawdown, 4% run-ups. I would go, let's see, total trades. Total number of losing trades. So it's about the same. 60. Leighton, since you're asking from this one, I would go and do it looks like I said here, drawdown is 1%. So same sort of thing, probably do 2% from the entry and average, average winning trade is 4%, average losing is 2.65. Okay, 2.65. So I would do, again, same scenario here, like a 3% drawdown and then a 4% profit target. So this one's a little bit better. And so you should go into your platform and do your regular drawdown there, and then maybe go put a profit target of 80,000 on that. So your stop's at 68.3. Entry, well, actually, let's do it this way because this is where it's at. Stop would be 66,000. Entry would have been 69,000, and your target is 78,000. Depending on which strategies you go with, would depend on which ones you're in. Of course, if you have your own strategy, feel free. And that's just how I would do it. Every hour, I would set an alert here. So add an alert. And so every time this exited, I would get, or an entry, I would get the alert. And right now we have it set in, I have it set up into the crypto group, the private crypto group gets the signals. But once you have the code, you can just go right in here, add it, and you can have it go to just your screen, or you can have it sent to an email address. You can have it sent to a text message. Okay. So totally up to you how you want to do that. But again, you just go how to set that up. You right click on the alert, add alert, make sure it's on the symbol you're trading, what it's doing, condition, Keltner channel long. So you would just click the Keltner channel, whatever you can name it, that one, not the exit. This is long exit via moving average proxy. Yes, this is the one that it's called that. I'll rename it. You just paste it in there, go to your notifications, send an email. You'll have to set up email stuff. Or if you have the mobile app, you can just turn notifications on the mobile app. You have the pop-up show up. However you want to get notified of that trade, and you can spend a lot more time not looking at the markets if you do it that way. Cool. All right, I'm gonna end the video here. I'll share that this kind of a general idea of what that is. I'll share both the, actually, let me turn this into a separate sheet. This will be, okay, so we'll do max drawdown. There you go. Let me redo this here. So equals minus here. There we go. So whatever symbol, it doesn't really matter. Pretty much you're risking 3.33% because you are doing a $40,000 a $40,000 stop, $40,000 your main balance. Actually, we don't need balance, do we? Yeah, this can just be, and that makes do it. So E2. And call it a 2, not an at sign. Okay, B2. Any reference to F5 or E5? G5. Okay. This is E6, so we need that B3. Okay, so what we do here is you enter this, you go and you find the number of losses in your system that you will expect, the max drawdown of your system. So if you have a $100,000 account, you're willing to lose all $100,000, that's your max drawdown. If you have a $100,000 account, you're willing to lose $20,000. $20,000 is your max drawdown. Okay. So you divide that amount by here, and that will tell you the size of every trade. So the target, since we have, I think it said a 2-something% drawdown and a 4% on this. Max drawdown 2%, average losing trade 1.3. Max drawdown percent was 2%. We did a 3.3%. Average winning trade is 3%. And so in essence, then you could probably insert percent, and then what did we say? Insert one above. Win. So we just want all these to be border around it. Give it a lighter color, something like that. Average win. What is the average win here? Average win trade. Let's call it 3%, 1.3, and 2.9. Okay, so then that would say equals entry times 3% plus entry. So it would say your average target would be 72. So you'd go in 72,747. Go in here to your chart. $2.9. Was our stop 69363. No, and 2.9. So this says 2.9 is 72747. What's that? What is my entry here? 70697. Right? 70697. 7. 1% would be 700. All right, 3%. Your stop's 69363. Oh, that should be something different. Okay. So 2747. So we're already above our average profit on this. Kind of nice. Unless you're just entered like me. So it looks like your profit's somewhere at 72697, somewhere around here, right? 72747. So yeah, would have hit it at 8 a.m. this morning. Sorry. What time zone we had? New York. Would hit it at potentially at 2 a.m., 5 a.m. All right, I'll post the code. Actually, I'm going to just put the code here on. Let's do something like that. Merge all. Grab the code. Not great code, by the way, but here you go. I may just have to drop a link to it here. Yes, I obviously do. I don't know how to share it. So let's make a. Okay, so here's the code if you want to do it. For that for that algo, here's how your sizing goes. Kind of if you want to do it that way, enter your stuff into here. I do not warranty this system by any means. It's, you know, it's kind of up to you how you want to trade it. You know, you don't have to, these are just trades I just put on myself just recently. You know, put in your dollar amount you want there and it'll figure it out for you. This doesn't seem to be working, whatever. You would enter in your key levels. None of this has been updated here. Whatever upside target you think, you put in there, and then you can figure out that. So let's do that real quick. Let's do on Filecoin. So I'm looking at Filecoin to do, let's do 1 month because it's an old one. Let's do it on Bitfinex because I know for sure that thing traded back then. Really? No, did they do something new? Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a target of 120 on Filecoin. Don't know if that's reasonable or not, but that's 120, and then equals current price divided by that. And that's equal divided by current price percent, 1200% away from a upside target of Filecoin. Once this thing populates, for some reason it's not. Maybe I can refresh this screen and see if it does something. There we go. So all-time high would be equal this minus there. Yeah. That's 25x. Not percentage. X multiple. So a 25xer from here would take this to the 120 target. I'm sorry, to the all-time high. Upside target's only 120. So I could do something like this, all-time high divided by 2. And then there's that. So now everything's a fib level. 50% fib, and you can see, let's do 50% fib. So Ondo's near, we've got ICP. Is that right? ICP is all-time high, 39. Sorry, upside. Really? Huh. Oh, it launched and then just went straight down. I got it. So I would need to go and look at these specifically to actually get ones. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're looking at. Looks like Ethereum's cooking still. Let's have a look at trading Ethereum on this one. All right, I'm gonna cut the recording now.